Okay peeps, I'm going to give you a little bit of a treat today. Bit of a story on lawn grub or army worm. Here is a very heavily affected patch of turf. It's a wintergreen turf, time of year, January, hot, humid, very susceptible to the little buggers that come in and eat it. They won't kill the lawn outright. They eat the grass just above the ground, so the root system's fine, so it will come back quite quickly, but the big problem is that it looks like it's dead, dying and dry. Now the big key that I found here is that you got the little wasp rolling around. Now this little baby wasp here is a really good sign that you've got armyworm in there, because they actually lay their larvae to breed inside the worm. So the worm itself is a life cycle stage of the moth, so the greener your lawn attracts all the moths. The moths come in, they come and lay their little eggs in the lawn, and when the larvae hatch they turn into a little black beetle or caterpillar type thing and eat the grass. If you want another little way to check, go and get a bucket of soapy water, chuck it on the lawn, you'll see them all come to the surface. Or if you've got ridiculous amounts of little red suckers flying around, or even having a crap load of birds. So I don't know if you can see in the phone here all the little, there you go, there's one, yep, flying around. So for me, it tells me that I've got armyworm. You've got a lot of different treatments that you can use. You can use sprays, granular. Here you go, another section here which has been quite heavily damaged. Yeah, it depends on the size and scale that you got to treat with. So the bigger the size, you're probably better ringing someone and getting a proper treatment in. If it's a small area, you can get granular treatments, pyrethrum, sort of straight base knockdowns, or you can get ones with a residual that stops the life cycle. Yeah, it's pretty easy to control. Sometimes it can be good. You let it go for a little bit. If you got a really thatchy lawn, it'll come back. A little bit of fertilizer as well. You do have to make sure that you kill the life cycle if you're using a knockdown. So that means that you've got to do a spray or a granular, and then you've probably got to do another follow-up one within sort of 10 to 14 days to kill the next lot that come through. Even if you've completely wiped it out, it could come back within a week, and it can turn really quickly. So I'll walk up to this section here. Here we go. There's another section here. Now you'll see a big dead patch here. This is another big sign of worm. It looks like the grass is dying because it's dry, but we've had quite a bit of rain here, and this is kind of how it can go and look. Real thin, sort of spindly grass because it's been eaten off. And this has turned in the space of about 2 days. So this was green 2 days ago, now it's quite brown. So there you go, little treat for you, an armyworm. I'll keep updating on a few little tips and tricks I get as I go along.